According to official records, some objects remain unidentified.
No conclusions were reached.
Cold open. Public interest in unidentified aerial phenomena increases during moments of official silence, where limited statements contrast with widespread speculation and unresolved questions surrounding unusual encounters reported across decades. Governments acknowledge unexplained sightings while withholding interpretation, creating a gap between confirmation and explanation that continues to shape public reaction and long-term distrust. According to official statements, some aerial objects remain unidentified after analysis, a classification that describes uncertainty rather than evidence of non-human origin. This distinction is often lost in public discourse, where absence of explanation is interpreted as deliberate concealment rather than unresolved data. Historical secrecy surrounding military programs contributes to suspicion, especially when past disclosures reveal information withheld for national security reasons. The result is a persistent tension between institutional restraint and public demand for clarity, framed by decades of incomplete answers. Historical context. During the mid-20th century, governments documented unidentified aerial sightings primarily through military reporting systems designed to assess potential foreign threats. Declassified records show early investigations focused on aircraft misidentification, atmospheric phenomena, and surveillance concerns rather than extraterrestrial hypotheses. Projects such as Blue Book publicly emphasized reassurance, while internal assessments often noted data limitations and unresolved cases. According to archived summaries, most sightings received conventional explanations, though a small percentage remained classified as unidentified due to insufficient information. Cold War conditions reinforced secrecy, as revealing detection capabilities or investigative methods risked exposing defense vulnerabilities. Public fascination grew alongside science fiction, blurring lines between entertainment, rumor, and official documentation. This overlap complicated later transparency efforts as historical narratives mixed verified records with cultural interpretation. Over time, secrecy intended for security purposes contributed to skepticism toward official explanations. Official admissions. Defense departments confirmed the authenticity of certain leaked videos showing unidentified aerial encounters. According to official statements, these acknowledgments verify footage origin, not the nature or origin of the objects depicted. Reports to legislative bodies describe UAPs as airborne objects that defy immediate identification using available sensor data. Government briefings emphasize data gaps, sensor limitations, and inconsistent reporting standards across military branches. Some agencies established task forces to standardize collection and reduce stigma around reporting unusual encounters. Public summaries avoid speculative language, repeatedly stating no verified evidence confirms extraterrestrial technology. These careful admissions aim to balance transparency with caution, leaving interpretation deliberately open. The restrained tone contrasts sharply with public expectations for definitive answers.
These reports came from trained observers.
Yeah. But even they could not explain what they saw.
Witnesses and reports. Some military pilots reported observing objects, exhibiting unusual speed or maneuverability during training operations. According to testimony, these encounters were brief, unexpected, and recorded under stressful conditions. Witnesses often describe difficulty estimating distance, size, or propulsion due to limited visual reference points. Radar operators reported intermittent signals that were not consistently corroborated by other sensors. No verified evidence confirms. These observations represented advanced technology rather than sensor anomalies or misinterpretation. Civilian reports mirror similar uncertainty, frequently influenced by lighting perspective and atmospheric distortion. Investigators note human perception remains unreliable during high-speed, unfamiliar events. As a result, reports document experience rather than establish explanation. Secrecy and control. government. Secrecy is not unique to UFO-related matters and often reflects broader information control practices. According to policy frameworks, classification protects sources, methods, and national defense priorities. Secret facilities, including test ranges, historically hosted experimental aircraft programs, later mistaken for unknown craft. Declassified examples show advanced prototypes were concealed for years before public acknowledgement. Such precedents reinforce suspicion when authorities deny or delay disclosure. Information gaps allow speculation to fill absence, regardless of official intent. This dynamic transforms routine secrecy into perceived deception. Public trust erodes when transparency appears selective or delayed. Contradiction statements. Officials assert commitment to transparency while maintaining necessary classification boundaries. This dual position produces statements that acknowledge phenomena without contextual detail. Public summaries sometimes differ from classified assessments, creating apparent inconsistency. According to analysts, these contradictions often reflect audience differences rather than factual disagreement. However, limited explanation fosters interpretation of intentional misdirection. Past reversals, where denials preceded later admissions, amplify doubt. The pattern reinforces belief that withheld information exceeds what is admitted. Psychological impact. Uncertainty influences public psychology more strongly than confirmed information. Ambiguous threats receive disproportionate attention compared to resolved explanations. According to behavioral research, secrecy increases perceived importance of hidden material. UFO narratives persist because they resist closure and final interpretation. Distrust deepens when institutions appear unwilling to share reasoning processes. This reaction reflects human discomfort with unresolved ambiguity. The phenomenon becomes as psychological as it is informational. What is known? Records confirm that unidentified sightings occur and are systematically reported. Most cases resolve through conventional explanations after review. A smaller fraction remains unexplained due to insufficient or conflicting data. No public evidence confirms non-human origin of any documented encounter. Investigations prioritize aviation safety and national security considerations. Data collection methods continue to evolve across agencies. These points remain consistent across multiple official disclosures. What is unknown intent? The precise nature of unresolved cases remains undetermined. Limitations in sensor coverage prevent comprehensive reconstruction of some events. Classified data may exist that is not publicly accessible. Whether undisclosed programs explain certain sightings remains unverified. Motivations behind selective disclosure are subject to interpretation. No confirmed framework explains all reported phenomena. Uncertainty persists without definitive resolution. Conclusion. UFO discussions reflect a complex interaction between secrecy, uncertainty, and public expectation. According to available evidence, caution dominates official communication strategies. This restraint leaves unanswered questions that sustain long-term interest. Public distrust grows where explanation stops short of conclusion. The subject remains defined by absence rather than revelation until evidence resolves uncertainty. Ambiguity continues to shape the narrative.